Well, that was awfully anticlimactic. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode. I'm not exactly what I am going to be doing in this video. I thought about reviewing the Super Bowl, but I'm not really sure there is much of a point, because if you were paying attention at all during the course of this season, specifically the last couple of months, you knew that this was coming all along. It was very obvious from when Taylor Swift entered the equation. The Chiefs were going to be Super Bowl champions, and what do you know? That is exactly what we ended up getting last night. NFL script complete, all the boxes checked. Started out the round with Buffalo.
And let me tell you, the results will shock you and shake your confidence in the NFL more than you thought possible.
Lots of questionable calls against Josh Allen and the Bills that helped Mahomes get that one. Then it went with the Ravens, and every single hold that the Chiefs had that was not called in that game continued to prove me right.
I think this contact is occurring after the interception has taken place. You see the bump right there. It is a little early.
And that only continued into the Super Bowl with Kansas City holding Nick Bosa on what seemed like every snap of the football game. Now, unfortunately, the 49ers made it really easy on the script writers to get this one right. They screwed up a ton of potential opportunities. A lot of that falls on Kyle Shanahan. That guy just does not understand how to coach in the second half of football games with double-digit leads. I think most of us knew the 49ers were in trouble at the beginning of halftime when they went 3 and out for their first 2, maybe 3 possessions and looked absolutely abysmal. And oddly enough, in that second half, guess how many penalties were called on Kansas City? If you guessed 0, ding, 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 you are a winner. Now, it's amazing that a team that plays as hard as Kansas City does, as fast as they do, all the hitting that they do, all the contact, that they committed 0 penalties in an entire half of football. But it wouldn't be surprising if you were paying attention to the script. This was always going to be Patrick Mahomes becoming the baby goat right behind Tom Brady. This was always going to be Taylor Swift helping carry the Kansas City Chiefs to a Super Bowl title, making them hundreds of millions of dollars along the way. This was always going to be Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, and Andy Reid, who we watch in half of the commercials that were on TV, getting a dub to form the greatest dynasty in the history of American football. That was never in question. The only real question was how it was going to happen, and the NFL got their way too. Not only did they get a close game, but they got an overtime game, and almost a double overtime game for the first time in Super Bowl history. And we all knew in overtime, when the Niners didn't get into the end zone, that Patrick Mahomes was going to take the Chiefs down and get that game-winning touchdown pass, because what better storyline can you think of? You get Patrick Mahomes, now a layup for his 3rd MVP, and you get Travis Kelce looking like a criminal.
After the fumble, he comes over to Andy, he goes, "Keep me in." What happened is, on the fumble, he was not in the game. Noah Gray went in.
Which America apparently doesn't care about, body slamming his coach from behind. This is now America's new team that everyone is going to become a bandwagon fan for. If you thought it was bad with the Patriots, just imagine what America is going to look like in a couple weeks with red everywhere. The Chiefs are simply the new darling of the NFL, and the NFL is going to protect their product, and they are going to continually help this team pull out victories. We have seen it over the course of Mahomes' career, really. We saw it last year with some questionable calls in the playoffs to help Mahomes win that one, namely that horrible late hit out of bounds on the Bengals, and then, of course, the bogus hold in the Super Bowl against Philly when they were playing physical the entire game. But that last call allowed Patrick Mahomes to get the dub.
See James Bradbury, they're going to say he grabs him. He's got his left hand on his back. I don't know. Mike, listen, I think on this stage, I think you let him play.
I was a lot more upset last night than I am today because this was just expected. The NFL has basically become the WWE with a lot more sparkle around it, a lot more money put into it, and a lot more fans buying the product continually. But this is not reality. It is a game that has been formulated to become a product for business. It is all about the money in the NFL. Once again, we saw exactly how that shows up. And that is why we will probably see another couple Chiefs Super Bowls over the next 3 or 4 years to help cement that dynasty for them and continue to put big bills in the NFL's pockets. I would love to give more cohesive analysis, but really, what is the point? When you have a plan, you stick to it, and that is what the NFL did. Really, that is all I had to say today. I know this is my first video in a long time. I've been stewing over the last couple weeks, really since that Baltimore game against the Chiefs, which led me to believe and understand what would ultimately come from this Chiefs-Niners game and what proved me correct over and over again. If you guys have any questions or comments about the game, what did you think about it? I would love to hear from you. Please drop any comments down below. Remember to like the video and subscribe to the channel to continually help Relentless Press move forward. We are trying to get to our first 1,000 subscribers, and if you have not clicked that button yet, you can help me get there. Thank you for letting me rant. Get that off of my chest. Hope to see you back again for some more videos. This is Relentless Press. I am your host, Abraham Opatz, and I will see you